So welcome to the Focal Point, everybody. We've got 6 cameras in the room tonight that we're going to video this, and we do it as a live edit during the show, and Paul takes it home and tweaks it a little bit and puts it up on our YouTube channel, Focal Point St. Louis. If you go there, there's somewhere around 120, 150 shows from the last few years. And you can see some of the music maybe you've missed. Go check this one out. Probably Wednesday night, Paul? Yeah, Wednesday night it'll be up. And I know you're going to enjoy the show, so Wednesday night you can enjoy it again. So like it and share it, yes. All those little things mean a little bit to the whole grand scheme of things. So we're also on Facebook. Focal Point Concerts on Facebook, Focal Point St. Louis on YouTube. So do all that stuff. Click and check and like and subscribe. So got these guys here from Durango, Colorado. They're a great little bunch, trio. I was listening to them on a sound check, and it's going to be good. So I think I'm going to quit talking and just bring out Stillhouse Junkies.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Well, thanks so much for being here, folks. This is our St. Louis debut, so it's a long trip from Durango, and we're awful happy to be in a beautiful room like this. So thanks so much. Does that whiskey make you miss me? Does that alcohol make you want to fall in love again? Every time you're drinking, do you find yourself thinking, I'm the man that you were wrong about? Well then, baby, hello, another on the house. This bar I'm tending, this heart I'm mending, it's just pretending everything's alright. But you walk through those doors, no use hiding anymore. Up and share down your hair now. What's your drink of choice tonight? Does that whiskey make you miss me? Or does that alcohol make you want to fall in love again? Every time you're drinking, do you find yourself thinking, I'm the man that you were wrong about? Willing, baby, have another on the house. It's clear enough to me there's beer enough to last all night, but you keep looking at those bottles on the wall. Could it be your situation needs a little medication just to sip and you'll take a trip back to that time when you were mine? Does that whiskey make you miss me? Or does that alcohol make you want to fall in love again? Every time you're drinking, do you find yourself thinking, I'm the man that you were wrong about? Waiting, baby, have another on the house. as you look about as stable as this broken heart of mine. The daylight's coming soon. I guess you'd miss me on your way, girl. There's no one half as good as you ever leaving me behind. Does that whiskey make you miss me? Does that alcohol make you wanna fall in love again? Every time you're drinking, do you find yourself thinking I'm the man that you were wrong about? However, and baby, you've another on the house. Baby, you've another on the
Loping across the meadow, early hours of the night. I am a lonely rider, another cowboy not inside, and I'm out of time. Think I hear a bugle call, a high-pitched whirling whine, rumble of a steaming train, but I ain't near the line. Have I lost my mind? Deputy should be here, showed a man an hour ago. He got to see his horse, there ain't no sign of Joe, so I pray for the moonrise. See that moonrise each way in the Yunkapaw grave, they'll be held in pain. I see that moonrise each way, they'll be held in pain. There's a fever in the town, Brother Joe went for the cure. Without the doctor's tonic, I'll be burying my grunt. I'm out of time. Light around me, I spin and drum my gun. Should I stand my ground and fight? Should I tuck my tail and run? Is it worth my life? Moon ain't in the sky now, but it rose an hour ago. Where did I just come from? Where the hell did hombre go? I was out of time. See that moon right over its waves in the Yunkapaw grave, and we held the pain. See that moon right over its waves, and we held the pain. See that moon right over its waves in the Yunkapaw grave, and we held the pain. Back in Ridgeway, there we held the pain. Open across the meadow, early hours of the night. I am a lonely rider, another cowboy not inside, and I'm out of time. Hey, thank y'all so much. That last one was our sci-fi classic, Moonrise over Ridgeway. It's about aliens and stuff.
It comes from a almost lifelong obsession with Star Trek.
That's true. It's inspired by some Star Trek. And if any of you want to talk about that more, we can do that later.
We'll be back at the merch table for set breaking after for all your Star Trek trivia nerd needs. I took the long way around, ended up in this town. It was the fall of '63. Oh, I never could see myself settling down. It felt just like heaven to me. Well, I met me a girl with the stars in her eyes in the spring of '64. She was searching for something up there in the sky. It was always a little too far. Tell me that fortune, oh, it favors the bold. I'm getting too old to be favored this time. Don't you know that this life is a mouthful of whiskey? You've got to roll it around in your tongue. It's a waste of a dram on you. It's the aging that makes it worth drinking it all. Well, I reached for her hand and she told me she would. With the winter coming on, it was never enough even when it was good. And I woke up to find she was gone. Now with a lifetime behind me, it's easy sometimes in the quiet of the night to get lost regretting what couldn't be mine. You can never make everything right. Tell me that fortune, oh, it favors the bold. I'm getting too old to be favored this time. Don't you know that this life is a mouthful of whiskey? You got to roll it around on your tongue. It's a waste of a dram on you. It's the itching that makes it worth drinking at all. I'm on borrowed time, I ain't giving back. I'm a rusty pickup truck on the railroad tracks. You better count your blessings where you can. You're gonna wake up in the morning a wanted man. Got 100 pounds of this dynamite, and I'm gonna light it up like Christmas in the dead of night. So then the summer's lucky top, I'm driving on the edge of nothing with the headlights off. Listen hard and now you can hear that sound of that Colorado rolling free. That wheel just keeps on turning around. You burn down so right by me. If you think you win, better think again. 'Cause I've been fighting full of crazy till the bitter end. I'm alone in front with a pack behind, an official state militia with one thing in mind. right back to the mud. There ain't nothing in your Bible like a desert flood. It sits back by the century when that river was a beautiful calamity. Listen hard and now you can hear that sound of that Colorado rolling free. That wheel just keeps on turning around. You're gonna dance all right by me. Let it go under. Let it go under. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Hey, thanks everybody.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're a Colorado band, and we have a contractual amount of jamming that we have to do every show, so just bear with us. So we're almost there. But how many of you folks have been to Durango, Colorado, down our corner of the... As always, this is a surprising number of people have visited our very remote corner of the state, and so remote that to get to Lawrence, Kansas, where we played last night, it involved some tire chains going over Wolf Creek Pass, just to the east of Durango. Actually ended up being probably the gnarliest drive we've ever done as a band in our two-wheel drive Ford Econoline van, which is parked right outside the front there. You can check it out.
In all of his majesty.
Yeah, the one with tape holding on the bumper.
That's a Jean-Claude band van out there, folks.
You can.
As a matter of fact, we don't have them anymore, but I made a sticker that's two Econolines with a silhouette of Jean-Claude Van Damme doing a split on top of these two Econolines. That was a limited release, but we might bring it back.
Well, thank you guys again for coming out. We really do appreciate it. As Fred mentioned before, it's our St. Louis debut, and this is such a cool vibe in here, and we're stoked to meet all y'all. We're going to do a set break and be back at the merch table where we have recorded versions of pretty much everything we're playing for you tonight. So thank you guys again for being here.
We're going to do the only cover that made it onto this most recent record that came out September 9th of last year, and sing along if you know it.
She wrote down and let me in. Made me see where I've been. I've been down one time, I've been down two times. Ooh, ain't never going back again. To win. Come on down and see me again. I've been
down and let me in. I'm heading up the valley, gonna see my little Sally, and I ain't a-coming home tonight. Well, I'll be filling up a jug and cutting up a couple rugs. My baby, she knows how to do it right. Hell, and got tomorrow, I got some money I can borrow. I'll be looking quite a sorry sight. And every penny that I got is going straight into the pockets. It's a Memphis kind of Saturday night. I want you to meet me out tonight in Memphis. It's gonna be some moonshine, Columbine, and a couple presidents and shoes. I want you to meet me out tonight in Memphis. It's the only game in town, and you can't lose. Uncle Randy's up and granny, ain't a complicated man, but he knows how to get himself in deep. He's got 20,000 down on a new place right out of town, but there's some promises that he can't keep. But when the whiskey starts a-flowing, ain't no place that he'll be going but the bottom of a fifth of white. So don't you need another hand unless you're looking for some land, 'cause it's a Memphis kind of Saturday night. I want you to meet me out tonight in Memphis. There's gonna be some moonshine, Columbine, and a couple presidents and shoes. I want you to meet me out tonight in Memphis. It's the only game in town, and you can't lose. Sally leading knockabout's for just keeping up a turkey in the straw. A Randy's looking too unstable to be leaping on the tables. No one said it was against the law. In the morning, with a warning from the sheriff, and my clothes a little torn up on my way upright. Said it was in the name of loving, and I had him to recover from a Memphis kind of Saturday night. Will you now meet me out tonight in Memphis? It's gonna be some moonshine, Columbine, and a couple presidents and shoes. I want you to meet me out tonight in Memphis. It's the only game in town, and you can't lose. Said it's the only game in town, and you can't lose. Well, thank you all. That was a song about the little village of Memphis, Colorado, just to the west of Durango, where we used to play all kinds of shows. Memphis, once you leave the Highway 160, everything is dirt. Main Street is dirt. We shot a music video in town there for that song, and we went into the bar, and then we said, you know, should we talk to the town about traffic control and stuff? And she said, there's not really traffic to worry about. And sure enough, we were shooting this video for an entire afternoon, and I think maybe one time there was a car, you know, driving through. That kind of sleepy little spot, but people know how to party in Memphis too.
True enough, Fred. Well, we're making our way a little bit more east. Where are we playing tomorrow, actually?
We are in
Elkville?
Southern Illinois.
Elkville, Illinois.
Elkville, Illinois. If you got friends in the area, send them our way, folks. And we're kind of making our way to Nashville too. We've got a little bit of a work vacation / kind of trip in Nashville where we're just going to be laying low little bit next week. But we tour full time and all over this country and sometimes in other countries. And so if y'all are into it, please follow us on whatever the social media you do. We also have an email list in the back. And that way you can see when we're coming back through, because I know for sure we'll be back through here. It's kind of shocking we haven't played here until now, honestly. But as Fred mentioned too, we got some records in the back, and a brand new one that came out in September called Small Towns, and then one that came out in 2020, and we have vinyl copies of that as well. So
We're going to play another tune off that new record. This is a song I wrote with another fiddler out of Nashville named Becky Bowler. Yeah, I figured some of you guys would know who she is. We love Becky. She's a really good friend. She's a label mate, and she helped me write this song. It's about an El Camino. And
her twin fiddle part on the
Yes.
record is really good.
yeah, you all should listen to her part because it's stunning.
She tracked it when we weren't there and we heard she sent it over and said, let me know if you have any notes or something. And we all kind of went, that's actually, that's fine, Becky. We don't have a single thing we could possibly. Yeah. You just keep doing what you're doing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Picked her up in old Vermont, ponied up a stack of 20s. We went on a highway, John, two-tone paint on a two-door frame, mountain bike in an open back, rocking of a small block engine, gave her the name
White shirt, blue jeans, red wings on, roll down till Green Mountain dawn.
Passerby say she got you Patsy Cline on a two-side tape, walking after midnight, searching for a sweet escape. Let our worries drift to sunset, had no way to gauge our speed, kept pushing to the limit, adrenaline and gasoline.
White shirt, blue jeans, red wings on, roll down till Green Mountain dawn.
like the way it ended. High up until you right, left you there for another. Couldn't stand to say goodbye. Oh, Jolino, how I miss you. Wish you'd roll on back my way. Memories hanging on a keychain till you show up again someday.
White shirt, blue jeans, red wings on. Rolled up to Green Mountain dawn.
a stack of 20s, we went on a highway jaunt.
Hey, y'all give a focal point howl to Alissa Wolf on the fiddle
Thanks,
over
y'all.
there. Well, we dropped that new album back in September, but before we did that, we released some singles in an attempt to create a little bit of buzz around the record, and that started out back in May with this song, which I wrote about my grandpa Al Kosak, road tripping from Coleraine way up in the Iron Range of Minnesota out to the Pacific Ocean, Southern California. In the mid-40s, he was trying to avoid the draft by getting a job in an armament factory in Southern California, as one did at the time. And as family legend would have it, he was a frugal man and didn't have much of a budget for the trip, and he did some experimenting before he left and figured out that in the family Ford, his gas mileage would be the best if he kept his speed at exactly 35 miles an hour. And by golly, he did, all the way to somewhere down in Los Angeles area. So this one goes out to my grandpa Al. Hope he's listening. It's called Colorado Bound. Never spoken. It's a fever there until it's gone, like there's something more than keeping on. Doing right's more than not doing wrong, and that winter fast approaching. California, all in your sunny best for me. Oregon leather reading like an emerald by the sea. Come on in when I'm nowhere to be found. I'll be halfway through city, boys, I'm Colorado bound. 'Cause iron in my blood, it's true, but a man must do what he must do. 1,000 miles to somewhere new, and that road is always open. California, all in your Sunday best for me. Oregon leather waiting like an emerald by the sea. Come on in when I'm nowhere to be found. I'll be halfway through Sioux City, boys, I'm Colorado bound. California, all in your Sunday best for me. Oregon leather waiting like an emerald by the sea. Come on in when I'm nowhere to be found. I'll be halfway through Sioux City, boys, I'm Colorado. Hey, thanks so much, everybody. We're going to take a very short break, and we've got another set of music for you. Cody Tinnin on the bass, Alissa Wolf on the fiddle.
It's Fred Kosak there in the middle for you. We'll be back in a few minutes.
I don't know about you all, but I think we need to have them come back like tomorrow, the next day. Yeah. That is incredible music there, I'll tell you. Glad we got them here, and I hope to have them back again and again. So I am once again going to turn it over to Stillhouse Junkies.
Well, thanks, y'all. Thanks for all the merch support. And per audience suggestion, we're going to be doing some tank tops soon, so keep an eye out for those.
That's right. And I'm sure it's no surprise or news to you, but that is the best way to support artists like us. We appreciate that a lot. It's hotels and gas, and a lot of times food too. So thank you guys for real. It's really great chatting with a bunch of y'all too. We found out someone here, a couple have a child named Coraline, and we happen to have a song titled that too. So we might have to pull that out a little bit later. We'll see.
It could happen. We'd also like to thank you guys for coming out and supporting this wonderful venue one more time. If we can just have a hearty round of applause for all the folks, volunteers here, making this happen. As we have learned, as we've seen kind of more vividly than ever before in most of our lives with the pandemic, we can't take places like this for granted, so keep coming out, buying tickets, and supporting however you can. It's an important thing in the community, and y'all are lucky to have this place. My friends, they feel it's their appointed duty. Yeah, they keep trying to tell me that all you wanna do is just to use me. My answer, I'll do all that use me stuff. I said, now friends, if you only knew, you'd wish that you was in my shoes, just to keep on using me. Keep on using me. Until you use me up. Yeah, until you use me up. But my brother, he's sitting there out down and he'd talk to me. And he told me, I'd not to let you just to walk on me, or walk on me. Well, I know you that well, but when our talk was through, I said, now brother, if you only knew, you'd wish that you was in my shoes, just to keep on using me. Keep on using me. Until you use me up. Yeah, until you use me up. Sometimes you really do abuse me. Oh, you put me in a crowd of high-class people, and you act real rude to me. Oh, baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. I want to spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, keep on using me.
Keep on using me.
Until you use me up. Yeah, until you use me up. It's true. Sometimes you really do abuse me. You put me in a crowd of high-class people, then you act real rude to me. Baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. I want to spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, just keep on using me.
Keep on using me.
Until you use me up. Yeah, until you use me up. Until you use me up. Yeah, until you use me up. Thanks so much, everybody. Welcome back to the program. And I sure wish I could say I wrote that one, but we all know who wrote that one. And I think it needed a bluegrass treatment. This is one that I did write, and this is about driving over mountain passes, which, as I mentioned earlier, we did at our own elevated kind of sense of mortality on the drive out here. If you could design the perfect snow vehicle for the state of Colorado, especially down in Durango where we live, it would be just about the exact opposite of our tour van sitting outside the windows there. So it's part of our reality living where we do. Anytime we want to head out to play a show somewhere, we have to contend with the elements. We have to contend with hapless Texas tourists driving around and stopping in the middle of the road and taking pictures. Anyway, this is one of the first songs I ever wrote. This is called Over the Pass. Oh, the mountain's so high, the mountain's so high. I wanna get back to my baby, but the mountain's so high. You know it's 20 more miles, gonna make it all down. The horses look tired, the horses look tired. Ain't got no food and no water, and the horses look tired. Wish I was back in my cabin with my feet by the fire. Looking back on I see is a life of bad decisions. Feels like a lonely sea. Trouble I'm in, living so carelessly. It's a thing that's bound to kill you, but it's alright with me. I leave it till last when I'm over the pass. Oh, the thunder it rolls, the thunder it rolls. I see the rain coming up the valley and the thunder it rolls. The trail's getting rougher and it's darker than cold. Deep in my bones, deep in my bones, I feel that old fear and it's creeping down deep in my bones. There ain't no help coming in to go it alone. Looking back on life, I see is a life of bad decisions. Feels like a lonely sea. Trouble I'm in, living so carelessly. It's a thing that's bound to kill you, but it's alright with me. I'll leave it till last when I'm over the past. 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 Oh, the mountain's so high, the mountain's so high. I wanna get back to my baby, but the mountain's so high. You know it's 20 more miles, gonna make it all down.
Hey, there you go.
Y'all give it up for Fred there on that mandolin.
On the tiny one, we have to differentiate because he's got a bigger one. Oh, right there.
There were a few questions about what this is. This is called an octave mandolin. You can come up and collect your winnings at the merch table if you guessed that. This is just tuned an octave lower than the thing I was just playing, which is a non-octave mandolin.
Standard, you know.
Standard Olin.
Well, like I said, folks, thank you guys for real. This really means a lot. We're really excited to be here. We're kind of coming off a little bit of time off. We had an insane year last year, really busy summer. We went to Europe for the first time as a band and played a bunch of shows over there, and then did a bunch of domestic touring. So we've had kind of a slow winter and chill little early spring, and we're super stoked to be back out again. It's kind of a kickoff for us. We're all feeling nice and mentally recharged. And, so we're feeling good.
Which a big part of that, in a little segue into this next couple songs, was a month that we spent in Green Mountain Falls, Colorado, which is just up the road, up the canyon from Colorado Springs, if you visited that part of the state. Manitou Springs, Green Mountain Falls. We were there for the month of January as part of an artist residency for a nonprofit called Greenbox Arts. And our whole mission for the month pretty much was just to work on new music. And they were very hands-off. It was an incredible experience. That was part of the recharge of not playing shows. And we've got a whole album written, actually, some of which we will perform for you now. I know what you're thinking. This is all new to me. What does it matter if it's new to you? Well, this is the Missouri debut of these next couple songs. And feel free, folks, to hoot and holler within reason. We don't mind. Somebody asked me about that.
Without reason, out of reason too.
And even if you don't have a reason, if you want to hoot and holler, express yourself. I was at a show one time, and there were two guys in the back, and one of them clearly had never been to a bluegrass show, and he went, yeah. At one point, his friend was like, no, man, you go, woo. He was like teaching him. There's a bluegrass, woo. That's the bluegrass whoop. You don't go, yeah. Yeah, that's like a rock show kind of thing. Anyway, this is the first two tracks off this forthcoming. This will be probably late 2024 that you'll be seeing this show up on the streaming services and stuff. But it's a concept album, and this first piece is called Invocation. To the sun, I work the field until the working day is done, singing like Sunday for an audience of one. I am no stranger to the sun, and I hit the town like Cassidy. I bet the farmer won it back on 17. There ain't no harm in letting off a little steam. I paid my dues and some. When it comes down to it,
I never stood out from the crowd. My shadow's black as any sinners on the ground. But I pick a banjo like it's running from the house. And I'm waiting for the day when it comes back to me. Soft as summertime, hard as living on the line. Cold as an old suitcase, warmer than a pinch of grease. Dead center in between the devil and St. Augustine. I was holding this old man, drive it around until it never was the same. Don't let them tell you it's a level kind of game. But I played an ace or two, if you ever knew me. Soft as summertime, hard as living on the line. Cold as an old suitcase, warmer than a pinch of grease. The dead center in between the devil and St. Augustine. It all depends on what you see. If you're hoping for the best of me.
Hey, thanks y'all. Brand new music, man. Honestly, it was quite the experience. I mean, artists of any medium would be happy to tell you that a month of just creative time is a pretty crazy thing. So it was wild for us to get to do that. And so thanks for letting us get this new music out in the world too.
We'll be kind of adding a steady IV drip of new songs over the next year. And this concept album, we've got big plans, but we don't want to give too much away. We want to keep you guys...
and we have a record that just came out in September.
And yeah, we don't want to steal the thunder of our own album.
Yeah,
so.
we can't
Anyway,
be stealing
forget about
our
this
own
new
stuff.
stuff. Nobody cares about it anyway.
Actually, to distract
Pretend
you
that
from
never
that,
happened.
Yeah, to distract you from that, we'll say that on March 10th, I think, which is Fred's birthday, we have a pre-order for, we're going to open pre-orders for the vinyl copy of Small Towns. It took a year for us to get those. And so they came a lot later than September.
They have to carve each groove individually by hand.
There's Canadians, they get made in Canada, so they have Canadians that do that. But anyway. But for real, we're going to have a pre-order, and then we'll have vinyl for that record as well. So y'all keep an eye on that.
Well, we are very close to the border of northern New Mexico, and I don't know if you folks who went to Durango.
Now.
What's that?
Not right
now. Not right now. No, we are very far from it right now. We're reminded every time we walk outside. But Durango is in a unique spot. We have mountains to the north, desert to the south, and it's an inspiring landscape. And for me, as a Connecticut Yankee moving out there, there was a lot of songwriting, a lot of little nuggets and stories and things in that area. And here's one that's kind of a murder ballad set in the mountains in the northern part of New Mexico. This is called Mountains of New Mexico.
Here's a tale that I will tell you of a man caught in between all the troubles back behind him and the ones that he ain't seen. It was a dusty July morning, he was picking up his pay from another week of digging on the railroad dance highway. Headed up to Colorado when the work was getting slow, cutting through the bedrock of the mountains of New Mexico. Heard the growling of a stranger telling him to make it fast. I wasn't looking for no trouble, he was only looking for some cash. He found the trigger of his pistol, and the next thing he didn't know was a gunshot ringing through the mountains of New Mexico. Made it right up to the canyon, headed for the higher ground. But when the sheriff reined his horse and turned them all together around, he said it's a sure death is hanging if he's fool enough to go looking for salvation in the mountains of New Mexico. Kept running into nowhere through the fields of broken stone until he knew that he had lost them and he knew he was alone. He felt the chill come to the ears, that desert wind began to blow, and he watched his jaw turn to despair in the mountains of New Mexico. If you listen to the stories all the cowboys like to tell, he made it up to purgatory, maybe all the way to hell. But the truth I hear is what you make it, and that was 40 years ago, when I gambled everything I had in the mountains of New Mexico.
All right, y'all give it up for Fred, Kosak, and Alissa. They play a lot of notes there at the end.
Yeah, occasionally I read a part for Alissa and she brings it back and says, I can't play that. It's not possible to play on the fiddle. And that was one that I wasn't sure if it would be possible, but she absolutely, totally nails it. So.
Well, thank you, Fred. I'm kind of nerdy. I practice a lot. I was that kid in school.
Yeah, I was not. That's why I play bass.
Stillhouse
One note at a
Junkies
time.
Stillhouse Junkies are proof that you need the full spectrum on stage. For true chemistry, you need an acid and a bass.
That's why we're on opposite ends of the stage, and Fred is the solution that keeps us
We
separate.
tried it the other way.
No, I'm just kidding. We're just kidding, y'all. We get along fucking great. No, it's well, honestly, it's a big part of tour. It's like balancing the mental stuff in the van. We have a very intimate relationship, the three of us. Since we are just a trio, we are pretty much a unit all the time on the road, which is hilarious. And honestly, we post a lot of that on Instagram if you guys are into social media. So we a lot of our little daily adventures are on our Instagram stories. So sometimes it's funny. That's all I'm saying. Give us a follow, y'all. Well, we are a Colorado band, so we're going to do one from a song about Colorado. This one's called 5 Doors Down in Leadville. Left that day from Leadville with a backpack and a map. Swore you won't be coming round again no more. Was a cold day in September. I put a note into your bag. Said I love you, wish you'd done a little more. Keep you near and hold your fears at bay, and I knew you wouldn't stay. But I just hope you keep your head out of the rain. And I know you won't look back, and I can't blame you none for that. We just go back to the way things were before. You remember, I'm 5 doors down in Leadville, and you're a million miles away. Said, please remember, 5 doors down in Leadville, and my light is on for you to find your way. Only known the western sky, you're lost with all the light. No more stars will lead you safe back to your bed. Well, it's a different kind of cold with all the steel and iron roads. The way the sun shines through a pane of tempered glass. You remember, I'm 5 doors down in Leadville, you're a million miles away. Said, please remember, 5 doors down in Leadville, and the light is on for you to find your way. And the dust when the flakes began to fall. Only 14 months without San Isabel. Little house on Hazel Street, hardwood floor under your feet. Smell of coal over by the railroad yard. You remember, I'm 5 doors down in Leadville, you're a million miles away. Said, please remember, 5 doors down in Leadville, 5 doors down in Leadville, 5 doors down in Leadville, and my light is on for you to find your way.
One more time, hailing from Bayfield, Colorado. That's Cody Tinnin on the bass, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. That one is that's on that new record, Small Towns, y'all. I know a lot of you guys got copies already, so thank you.
Well, as a Colorado band, we are also contractually obligated to play at least one Grateful Dead song per show. We don't want to lose our band license, folks. So we're going to fulfill that duty now. This is actually one of my favorite songs ever written.
Take up that yoke and plow the fields around. Gone are the days when the ladies said please, Jenny Jack Jones, won't you come to me? 1920 when he stepped to the bar, he drank to the dregs of that whiskey jar. 1930 when the war caved in, he paid his way selling that red-eye gin. Brandon, Raymond, red grenadine, the bottle was dusty but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with that rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man is getting on. Jones was the mother of twins, 2 towns over and the rest were sins. She raised 8 boys on the upturned bed, didn't get the lickings that the other ones had. Branded women, red grenadine, bottle was dusty but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with that rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man is getting on. Down shack in Bigfoot County, it snowed so hard that the roof caved in. Delilah Jones went to meet her God, and the old man never was the same again. Daddy made whiskey and he made it well, cost $2 and it burned like hell. I cut hickory just to fire the still, I'll drink down a bottle and you ready to kill. Brandon, women, red grenadine, the bottle was dusty but the liquor was clean. Sound of the thunder with that rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man is getting on. Gone are the days when the ox fall down, take up that yoke and plow the fields around. Gone are the days when ladies said please, Gentleman Jack Jones, make sure you come to me. Brandon, Raven, Red Grenadine, the bottle was dusty but the liquor was clean. Sunned up the thunder with that rain pouring down, and it looks like the old man is getting on. Yeah, it looks like the old man is getting on. It was December, the snow was falling all around like frozen embers, falling on the frozen ground. I thought I'd never find my way out of this town. Like a raven on the wing, came to me without anything, just a fading dress you wore and a wedding ring. I can remember the way your hair fell down your face, sharp tinted. I knew just the words to say to you, remained strong enough to face the day. And you told me of the life that you had to leave behind, and the name you gave to me was Coraline. Coraline, can you hear me? It's getting time back here and ease my mind. Had a high time roaming wild and living free. It was my kind, desert drifting fantasy, kind of road signs, sleeping in that canyon breeze. It was too good to be true. Your demons got the best of you, and you left me out there howling at the moon. Coraline, getting tired to come back here and ease my mind. I can remember where your hair fell down your face. I'm still pretending you'll come to me when I say, Coraline, can you hear me? It's getting time for you to come back here and ease my mind. Ease my mind.
Hey, thanks so much, everybody. We had such a blast getting to play in this great room. And one more time, we are Stillhouse Junkies from Durango, Colorado. Y'all give a hand to Cody Tinnin on the bass over there. And that's Alissa Wolf on the fiddle.
Yeah, Fred Kosak on guitar and mandolin.
And we got Tom back there. We got Jeff back there. We got Kate back there. We got Francine back there. Thanks to all the volunteers. And we'll see you down the road.
Y'all have good rhythm.
You guys are like professional music fans, I get the feeling. How often do they just, do they let you sleep here is the question? Between shows?
It's too clean for that, man.
Yeah, and one more time, we're just really grateful for this, the hospitality here, and as a band, we're in every possible kind of venue and playing every possible kind of gig these days. And showing up, there was a cone out front, a parking space. What a concept! You'd be amazed at how infrequently that has ever happened to us. So that's kind of like the green M&M on the other side. You're like, oh, these guys know what they're doing. There's a cone. Somebody had the presence of mind. Jeff had the presence of mind. We're going to play one more of these brand new songs for you guys, if y'all will indulge us. This is kind of midway through this concept album. I don't want to give too much away, but this is called "Hold On to It." I'll take you out on the town, it's the least I can do for the hand that's steering me. You keep playing the game, I keep making my move. Wonder how it'll sell me. I was falling apart, it was swallowing me up. Amontillado in the cul-de-sac. Every knock at the door, every stone at the window, coming for me like a heart attack. Life ain't so bad if you can hold on to it long enough to break it in. Casino without the axle through it, keep rolling round to the wind. In the summer, drive you out of your head, and I kept running till I hit the end. To the edge of the wall, up to the end of the line, there was nothing left around the bend. Life ain't so bad if you can hold on to it long enough to break it in. Casino wheel without the axle through it, keep rolling round to the wind. Waiting, and it won't be long. Somehow you find another reason big enough to carry on. I took the heat of the evening for a walk on the bank, muddy water like a sheet of glass. Heard your song like the river, tipped my head up and drank. Any moment it could be your last. Life ain't so bad if you can hold on to it long enough to break it in. Casino wheel without the axle through it, keep rolling round to the wind. Somewhere better days are waiting, and it won't be long. Somehow
got to carry on.
Hey, thanks again, y'all. Everybody be safe, take care. Stillhouse Junkies from Durango, Colorado. What a delight.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll see y'all again.